Okay, that way I can share this recording for those who couldn't get on. So it's Sunday, April 14th. I'm just putting all my meal prep, my thingy containers together. That's why it's noisy over here. Sunday, April 14th. So we are doing these calls weekly. We will not have one next Sunday because next Sunday is Easter, and I know a lot of people are with family and doing things like that. And I won't be available at 8 o'clock anyway. So we'll maybe try to do, we'll try to catch up at some point that week, or maybe I'll just record a little something and share it as well. But anyway, so tonight I wanted to just touch on, some of the basics of coaching. I know there are several of us in here that are brand new coaches, and then there are some who have been, veteran coaches for a while, and some who are like jump starting and like re-jump starting, relaunching your biz and all those things. So anyway, a couple of things that, hold on just a second, let me get this printed out. Where is the social media calendar? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to put the social media planner in the message thread. I'm printing it out just right now. What is happening over here? My computer is like trying to open everything. Stop opening everything. Okay. So this weekly social media calendar is something that I like to sit down with on Sunday night and write out what I want to, what kind of content I want to use for the week. This past Super Saturday, the gal who talked on the video was talking about how she matches up her posts and her stories with what she's talking about on social media and what she's inviting for. So she's like, if I'm only posting about coaching and I'm inviting people to my challenge groups, my challenger or my messages are going to look like, wait a minute, so you're talking about coaching, but you're inviting to challenge groups. So she said she tries to correspond her messages with her social media content. And I think that's really important. Obviously social media is a big, big portion of what we do as coaches, and sharing ourselves, sharing our journey and stuff on social media is really where we grow our business. We find our challengers for our challenge groups. We find our new coaches, and chances are, everyone here has seen someone else, has seen your coach talking about challenge groups, talking about a program that they're doing, talking about pre-workout, talking about coaching, and that's why you're here. That's why you signed up. You saw somebody's results and you were inspired to join. You saw how the fitness or the business side of things have helped, somebody with income or freedom or whatever it is that this business has helped them achieve. And that has said, okay, I want to do this. I want to join up, or I want to start a challenge group. I want to join a challenge group. I want to be a coach. So the social media part of things, to be honest, it's a necessity. It's it's what we do. And I know as a brand new coach coming in, it can seem intimidating, but I never post any workout selfies on social media, but I never talk about my behind the scenes stuff. And I'm not a very social media type person. Okay, we all start somewhere. And if you use your Facebook a lot more for your family and personal stuff, you can certainly start a business page on Facebook and post a lot of your stuff on there. If you're on Instagram, which I 100% recommend that everybody be on Instagram, you can start your stuff on Instagram and start being a lot more involved on Instagram and sharing the behind the scenes and sharing your stories and talking about your workouts and sharing those little clips and stuff. Social media is extremely important as far as the visibility of others and why they're watching and how you connect with other people. I noticed that, like, I did a post this morning, and I did this kind of experimentally today, just to see like who would like, who would comment, who would follow. And my post this morning was extremely like basic. It was my coffee mug. It wasn't anything fancy. And it wasn't inspirational. It wasn't like, faith-based like my usual Sunday posts are. And I just said, follow your dreams, bring your coffee with you. And it's like a picture of my coffee mug. And I have 6 likes. And for my posts, that's fairly low. I mean, not like I get a ton of attention, but it's usually at least more than 10 to 15, depending on my post. And if it's something, really like a lot of transformations get a lot more traction, and stuff with my kids tend to get a lot more traction. And I posted that going, I know that this isn't like quality content that I'm putting out here, but I'm just curious to see what it does with my social media. And sure enough, like, it didn't do much for me at all as far as traction goes. Same thing with my Instagram. So I was like, okay, now I know this is content that like isn't really significant to people. People don't really see this and look at it and go, oh, Ashley, I love your coffee mug. I love your sweatpants. Like, thanks so much for sharing that. That was really inspirational, So anyway, our social media is important in that regard, that clear, crisp images, brighten up your pictures on Instagram, use a filter like Snapseed or something to edit and enhance your pictures. And you can use Lightroom on Adobe to brighten up your pictures and choose presets that work, that make your pictures kind of look the same across the board. Throwing things out on social media just to throw them out doesn't typically work. Like, just, not having a plan, not having an agenda. And I will tell you from personal experience, it is so much less stressful when you have a plan for your social media for the week. So I know that going into the month of May, I'm going to run a 30-day group for May, and it's going to be nutrition, and it's going to be 21-day fix, and it's going to be a prep for the summer type group, like May 1st through the 30th. May 1st is a Wednesday. We're going to work through, I'm just looking at my calendar here. Start like with prep Monday or Wednesday the 1st, work through like almost a week of prep, and then kick off on Monday the 6th with 21-day fix workouts. So I know that for the next 2 weeks, I am going to promote the crap out of that group. I'm going to make some images this week. I am going to talk about a summer shred, or prep for the summer. I haven't even come up with a name yet. Clearly, like, I have not planned this out yet, but I know that my week this week is going to be spent talking about that group, talking about the victories that people are having in my nutrition group, sharing a little bit about the nutrition course that I'm working through, talking about recipes, sharing food, sharing nutrition. So those are things that I'm going to put on this social media planner for the week. And I know that every Wednesday I do a post about coaching, and I invite to the coaching opportunity on Wednesdays. I know that every Friday, same thing. I'm home with my kid, and I always talk about coaching on Fridays. I try to do that on Mondays too. I always do a Transformation Tuesday. That is something that should be like a non-negotiable for you. Every single Tuesday, you're doing some kind of a Transformation Tuesday post. And I like to go back into my memories on Facebook and look at old pictures and compare those to now. And I may not have a big change in physical appearance from a few years ago or whatever it is, but a lot of times I'll say, I remember when I was struggling with this, and now, I've overcome that and am doing this. or it will be a fitness transformation. For me, I've put a lot of muscle on my frame. So a lot of things that I post about are, that I've worked through these programs consistently, and I'm a lot healthier now, and I've watched my body change, and I've watched myself build muscle and all kinds of things like that. So plan out like I said, I will put this in the message thread. This is a great thing to print out and just write a few ideas down on. So if you're a person that cooks and you like to share recipes, that's definitely something that I would put on your on Wednesdays. Maybe you make Recipe Wednesday thing. You share a recipe every Wednesday. Or, maybe we go with like the Flex Friday or Freedom Friday or Fearless Friday theme, where you're posting something consistently every day. I did do a post a while back in that message thread about like daily social media planner type thing that like had a whole bunch of ideas for what to post on social media. I tend to post like not like memes, but like text that I've written that I put, at Fit Mommy Ashley on, and I tend to post that on Instagram a lot and on my business page on Facebook too. And those are things I post a lot about: Target and coffee and wine and tacos. And I'm pretty consistent about that. So I try to incorporate that stuff throughout the week. I will say, guys, the Sunday night call to action makes for easy inviting on Monday. So if you do a post tonight and you talk about a challenge group, you talk about can you watch a show? Yeah, that's fine. Talking about like your next accountability group. So tonight I was going to do a post about meal prep, and then my husband went to the Blues game and we didn't get the meal prep stuff done like we had planned. And I have 2 kids and like got to get them to bed. But I'm probably going to post about, is she coming in here with wine? Are you walking in here with a glass of wine? Are you kidding me? I almost had a glass of wine and I was like, no.
I waited till after the nutritional group call at least. I mean, this is one yellow. I saved it. I didn't eat pizza tonight. Yellow's up.
I didn't eat carbs at dinner for that reason too. Like I was like, maybe I'm going to have like a Truly or something.
It's on the meal plan.
It's on the meal plan.
It's fine.
Autumn Calabrese said it's okay.
She drinks wine all the time. I don't want to hear it. And she's got a rockin' bod.
I seriously have, I think I have kale in my teeth. I had kale chips for dinner. That was my crunchy thing tonight. And chicken and mushrooms. And I was like, I almost poured a glass of wine and I was like, no. However, I know that Luke is drinking beers at the Blues game. So
I was like, I'm pretty sure you'll be fine.
Right.
His drunk ass will come home and be like, babe.
Maybe I'll just pour it in here. I'll just drink it out of my container.
Green's not big enough. You're going to need, green might be bigger than yellow.
I need a couple yellows.
Go for the purple. It's red. It's a grape.
Yeah, it's fruit. Okay. So using that social media planner, posting something tonight that is a call to action. So, okay. Oh, this is what I was going to talk about. I was going to do a post about Super Saturday and about coaching because I've been in my stories about coaching all weekend. I've been talking about, our tribe, accountability, coaching, and that's something that I'm going to talk about is I'm going to do a call to action about coaching tonight. So then on Monday, I go in and I invite those people. I check in with them from my Insta stories. I go to them and I say, girl, I see you watching my stories. Oh my gosh, like we had a blast this weekend. You should totally do this with us. Why are you not a coach yet? Why have you not joined my team yet? And something that we learned that was a big takeaway this weekend is, we had the number 32, number 62, Kyra and Kenzie are 2 local coaches here. And they are like number 62 and number 144 in the company right now. And one thing that they talked about was inviting. And they were like, here's the deal. Like, we just do it every day. Like, we just invite 20 people a day. We just send the same message. We say, hey, girl, why are you not doing this? You should totally join our group. You should join our team, blah, blah, blah. And they do the same thing every day. They go through their stories. They go through who's watching. They send invites and they get shit done. And I'm like, you know what? Why are we not doing more of that? Why are we not being more bold? Why are we not being more, in your face, in your inbox about this? Because we know what coaching has done for us. We know what having an accountability group has done for us. We know what having
they even use the words like it's a disservice if you're not doing it, because it has changed our lives. Like we're not like doing what we were doing when we started.
No. And it's not like we're signing somebody up to buy, some crappy product that they're never going to use. Like you're signing someone up because they want help, they want support, they want accountability, and maybe more. Maybe they want to be a coach because they need an extra $500 a month and they really need help getting there. Or maybe they want to be a coach because they've failed everything else in their life and they want something that they can win at, and they want something that they can, see themselves get results and see themselves stay more accountable and see themselves finally, break that cycle of dieting and yo-yo dieting and, trying every quick fix and everything like that. And Kyra said it yesterday. She was like, I'm freaking Santa Claus. Like I gift people the ability to change their life. I gift people the ability to, create a life that they're happy to live and create that health and happiness and create that balance and create that consistency. And we do that through inviting people to join us. And as a new coach myself, I was like extremely like sweaty palms, nervous when it came to inviting, and I didn't want to do it. And I was like terrified that people were going to judge me. And I was like, all my like friends from high school that weren't really my friends in high school, but I was like worried that they were going to judge me if I was going to post on my social media and stuff. And you know what? Those people have reached out to me and asked for my help. And I didn't want to invite them because I didn't want to be judged. And you know what? Most of the time, the people that were so worried about judging us are the ones that are probably watching going, man, I wish I had the balls to do that. Or man, and that's true. Like I've heard, I think it was, somebody was talking about it yesterday. They were talking about how, it was Kelly and I were at lunch yesterday, and she was talking about how somebody had said to her, like, man, like you just are like, you're awesome. Like you just share your life. Like you just share, the ups and downs and the no BS, and you just share that. And that's really, really inspiring. And it is. And it's hard a lot of times to get out of your comfort zone. And sometimes I have to close my eyes and hit post. But at the same time, I'm like, if my actions can help impact someone's life in a positive way, even if they don't buy a challenge pack or they don't sign up, it's somebody that sees that there's another woman out there that gives a crap about them. Somebody that sees that there are other women out there that want to help other people change their life, that want to help people make an impact, that want to help people find that consistency and balance. And that's what we do. That's why we post on social media. That's why we invite people. That's why we send that message that says, why haven't you joined me yet? So 50 to 100 people per day is like what Kyra and Kenzie were talking about as far as inviting. And they did that last month for the month of March. And that seems extremely like a very, very large number, right? Doesn't it? And I like how the girl from Super Saturday this weekend in the video took a notebook and she said, okay, I write down numbers 1 through 32 on a notebook. So I did that this morning, and I did some invites this morning. Literally, this is all I did. And I didn't fill this space in because I was looking for that girl on Instagram and I couldn't find her name. And I know I invited her. I'm going to go back into it. But I did this morning. And my goal is to fill this up by the end of the night tonight to get to number 32. And then tomorrow I'm going to go from 33 down to 64. And for me, who has very big goals this year, this is how I'm going to get there. And it's going to be the more people I talk to, the more people are going to want to join our team, the more people I'm going to get enrolled and started in our accountability groups. And guys, it's totally true that yes, it is a numbers game. And if you want to grow your business, you have to talk to more people. And I know that seems intimidating coming in as a new coach and going, oh my gosh, I've never done anything like this before in my life. But you know what? Like, I'm going to shout out a girl who I just had sign up last week. She signed up with the challenge pack, Portion Fix, signed up as a discount coach. And the next day her best friend messaged me in the morning and she said, oh my gosh, Ashley told me all about this. I want to get signed up. Like, what do I do? And today she signed up under that girl. And I helped the new girl enroll her friend today, like walked her through it, because that's what she talked to her friend. And that's what we do. Like, that's where you start. You know, you talk to your best friend, you talk to your mom, you talk to your sister or your cousin or, your coworker who sits across from you at work and complains about how they eat like crap all the time and they don't have any energy. You just say, listen, girl, like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We can not know what the hell we're doing together, but at least we'll have each other to stay accountable. And my mom, one of my first conversations was with my mom, and she was like, I don't care what you're doing. Sign me up. Like, I'll drink the shakes. I'll do the things. Like, just, I'm here to support you. Tell me what I need to do. And if you are using Shakeology and Performance Line, then you should be signing up your spouse and getting a discount on the products, having them order those products. So you're getting the volume from them. You're getting that commission when they initially sign up. And then if you're using Shakeology and Performance like we order Shakeology every month. We order Performance Protein. We order Energize. And every now and then we order Daily Sunshine for our kids. Oh, and we do Beach Bars too. So I get Shakeology under my account, and then underneath Luke's account, we order everything else. So then I not only get that volume, but he gets that 25% discount. So it benefits both of us. So we both get the volume from those orders. So that does help with your team cycle bonuses. But that is a big, like, okay, I'm committed and I want to build this business. I'm going to sign up my spouse kind of thing. Challenge packs are key, obviously, because those Success Club points, as much as I don't want to think about the number, like, I really need to hit, Success Club 10. Obviously it's, I'm helping 5 people. And if you make that commitment to yourself, I'm going to help 3 people every month. That's going to get you to Success Club. And those Success Club points turn into trip dollars. So if you're like me and that first year of coaching, I watched all of the coaches that I knew go on this trip, this Success Club trip. And I was like, it was a cruise. And I didn't qualify that first year. I signed up in September. I missed the opportunity. Literally, I missed the boat. And they went on a cruise in March, and I watched them all go on the cruise. And I was like, I asked my coach, I said, Deidre, how do I get on that trip? And she said, hit Success Club every month. And I was like, that's it? And she was like, well, yeah, then your Success Club points turn into trip dollars. And if you hit Success Club every month and you make that a non-negotiable, you say, I'm committed to helping 3 people sign up with the challenge pack. I'm helping 3 people sign up as coaches. Then you will get a spot on that trip. You will get an invite for that trip. And for me, it wasn't just, hey, I want to get a trip so I can be like, woohoo, I got a trip. It was, I want to take my husband on a honeymoon, because we've been married 8 years and we've never gone on a trip like that. And that was huge for me, was to earn that trip so I could take my husband and I could say, like, ha ha, I told you so. This really does work. And also, like, look, like, we're doing this. Like, this is the thing. We're doing this. And had I been, and I loved my nursing job, don't get me wrong, I loved working as a nurse, but I wasn't going to get a trip for going to work 45 hours a week as a nurse. Like, it wasn't a thing. So doing this, that was a big thing for me, was to earn a vacation that I could take my husband on. And we did it in Mexico the following year. And then this past year, earning enough to where I could take all 3 of my kids as well, and celebrate with them and show them, like, look, this is what mommy does when mommy's like, I have to go downstairs and get on a call. Like, this is why. This is the bigger picture. And for them to get to see that and see some of the other people that they see me in pictures with, that, they just think that I'm this, weirdo that talks to strangers on the internet. Like, look, these are actual real nice people and not serial killers. Like, this is a normal, these are fun friendships that we have. So Success Club, non-negotiable. And as far as building your business goes, I remember very early on as a coach reading the statistics that coaches who strive to hit Success Club every month earn, 75% or something more than coaches that don't. And when you make it a non-negotiable, and you know what, if you make it a non-negotiable and you're like, I'm going to hit Success Club every month, and you don't, or you're just shy of hitting Success Club, but you know that at the end of the month, you could not give one fingernail more, that at the end of the month, like, I had a lot of shit going on in my life this month, and I tried and I didn't get there, but oh my gosh, I put forth an effort. And if you can say to yourself at the end of the month, I gave it my all this month, awesome. If you can say, you know what, I could have worked a little bit harder, I'm going to try harder next month. Okay. But if you can look at your actions and your business and you can go, okay, I know what I need to do to get there. And guys, this is me. Like February, I had a really, really challenging month. It was the first time in like 16 months that I didn't hit Success Club 10. I walked away at Success Club 6. I wasn't going to beat myself up about it. And my dad bought a challenge pack. So that's how I got to Success Club in February. It was because my dad helped me out. And then I turned around, and in March, I had the best month I've ever had in my business. I hit Success Club 26. I signed someone up under my husband. It was a really, really great month as far as income goes. So I will tell you, there are months that it is a lot more challenging and we have to work a little bit harder. But we can work harder over the course of 12 months consistently, or we can go, like I'm gonna like maybe half-ass it, or maybe I'm not gonna show up this month, or maybe, but that consistency pays off. And it pays off with all those people that I invited in February came around in March. And I had a really good March because I sent out 150 invites in February. Even though I didn't have a bunch of people running to join my group, they came back around in March and said, okay, now you've got me interested. Now I'm watching you. Now I'm seeing your posts. Now I'm seeing your stories. Now I'm seeing your invites to your challenge groups. I want in. Tell me what you're doing. And that's typically how it works. So having that steady stream of consistency with inviting pays off long term. And I still have people who reach out to me and I look, and like the last time we talked was like 2 years ago. And yeah, that's my bad for not following up. But also like they told me no and I moved on. And then they've come back like 2 years later and said, okay, I'm ready now. Tell me what I need to do. So tonight's call, inviting, social media. The inviting stuff, I'm going to share some invites in the group message thread that are super simple. And honestly, it's not an overthink it thing. It's like a paragraph. If you can have a conversation with someone in a paragraph and keep it super simple, that's exactly what it needs to be. Because I'm sure you guys probably get them too. I get messages several times a week from people who are in a different network marketing company, and there's 17 paragraphs about, hi, blah, 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 blah. This is all my business, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. And then I'm like, that's a lot of information for me to read, and no thanks. And I think that word vomiting is where like it's kind of a turnoff. So quick and to the point. Somebody likes your transformation post, send them a message and say, oh my gosh, girl, thanks so much for the love and support. It means the world to me. I have loved having the accountability and finally finding something that works for me. You should totally do this with us. Have you ever thought about joining one of my groups? That's it. Have you ever thought about being a coach? Anytime I do a coach post, I send a message. Thanks for the love and support. It means a lot. I love what coaching has done for my life. Have you ever thought about doing it? Why not you? And those conversations, they may or may not turn into anything. Or that person that you may have talked to 100 times may see that message and freeze and not respond. But you've planted that seed. You've put the idea in their mind. So now they're interested. And now they're going to go, okay, you know what? I see what Amanda's doing over there. I see her posting about her life and all that stuff. So when I'm ready, I'm going to reach out to her, or I'm going to ask for a little bit more information. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Oh, okay. So for this week, we are really going to focus on hitting that next step in our business. We are going to focus on getting to Success Club this week. We are going to focus on getting to that next rank advancement. If you haven't hit Emerald yet, we're going to focus on getting to Emerald. If you have hit Emerald, we're going to focus on duplicating that, doubling that, signing up another 2 coaches, building that stability within your business. So that way, if some coach goes inactive, then you're not losing your Emerald rank. You're not losing on your team cycle bonuses. When you hit Emerald, which means you have a coach on your left leg, a coach on your right leg, they're both active at least 50 PV or more, that means that you're eligible for team cycle bonuses. So if one leg is generating 100 and one leg is generating 200 PV, then you earn that $14 cycle bonus. It does not seem like a lot. And as a brand new coach, you're not going to be rolling in the money with team cycle bonuses. But as you continue to build, and the beauty of having an upline organization, as your upline organization continues to build, then you will continue to get that volume built from other coaches. So I'm going to shout Christina out. I don't think she's not on the call, but I know she's going to listen to the recording. So she had messaged me earlier today, and she said, hey, I just signed up a coach, but I noticed that under the placement, it's like her name is underneath another girl named Ashley. But I know I signed her up. She's mine, right? And I said, yeah, that's the beauty of having an organization that's growing depth, is the girl Ashley that she had signed her coach underneath. So you're looking at your downline, and you are, let me draw a quick diagram here. Okay, so like here's me at the top. So I signed up Christina here, and then I signed up another girl named Ashley, and then Christina signed up her coach down here. So she's like, who is this girl Ashley? Well, that doesn't matter. That's somebody I signed up, but she's going to get the volume from Ashley underneath her, and then her new coach is down here. She's going to get that volume as well, and you get the volume from everybody underneath you. So I'm up here, I get all this volume from these coaches that turn into a weekly cycle bonus. And so it's when you start building on your like inside leg. So like, here's Christina, she signs up one coach, and that coach is over here, and then she signs up another coach on her inside leg. It's when you do that you hit that first goal of Emerald. So that kind of a rough explanation of volume and team cycle bonuses, but that's the beauty of having working upline coaches and having an organization that continues to build and continue to grow. So I look to see in my back office, there are 10 new coaches within this organization in the last week, and 10 new coaches within where my placement is in my downline. And I looked, and several of those coaches, one of them was placed by Melanie Mitro, who is like our big giant umbrella upline. And because of where I'm placed within her downline, I still see coaches signed underneath there by her. So that just goes to show you, like, it's not you doing this alone. It really is a team effort, and getting that volume accrued throughout your team is really, really beneficial for everyone. So that's kind of cool that that happens, that you continue to get that volume and generate that volume and depth within your organization. So we're going to push for inviting this week. If you haven't sent out an invite yet this week, we're going to do that, and we're going to celebrate it, and we're going to get excited about it, because that's what we're going to do. And we're going to continue to grow this team. We're going to continue to grow our businesses. We're going to continue to grow our income. We're going to shout out victories. So when you send those first invites, when you send those first messages, put that in the comment thread, put that in the team page, let your coach know, like, oh my gosh, girl, I was so intimidated this week, but I just decided I'm going to tear the Band-Aid off and do it. And I did, and I sent out 10 invites, and I had one person ask for more information. Awesome. Perfect. That's what should be happening. I was so freaked out to do a coaching post, but you know what? I did it, and I didn't get a ton of traction on my social media. In fact, I only got like 3 likes. That was me for like the first 2 years. I was like, every time I do a coaching post, nobody likes it, because people are like afraid that if they like it, I'm going to be like, you have to sign up for my team now. No, that's not the case. But it does take time to build that. But sharing that part of your life, you never truly know who needs the opportunity. You never truly know who is interested. You never know who can benefit from, you know, we can say income and finances and stuff like that. But truthfully, guys, I'm here because of this community. I am here because of other coaches. I am here because I have people in my corner. And it's a really, really good feeling when you have a support system and a network of other people behind you. And those are all things that I share publicly in my coaching posts, in my transformation posts. And that has been the biggest thing for me. I just did a post this last week talking about like, I need to clear something up. Yeah, I'm here to help you with weight loss and nutrition and things like that, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help you achieve your best self. I'm here to help you find your true potential. And I think that's true as coaches. What we do is we help people be the best version of themselves. And it's not always a big giant weight loss. It's not always, you know, finding the right diet and things like that. A lot of times it's helping somebody find that deep down, like, ambition and drive to continue to be better and healthier and stronger and find that happiness. I struggled for a long time postpartum with belonging and feeling like a crazy person. And it was because of coaching that I finally found my voice and I finally found the person that I wanted to be. So those are things that, like we were saying, like, this is a gift. This is a blessing, because if you're somebody that has struggled with any of those things, self-acceptance, self-love, anxiety, depression, everything in between, binge eating, food aversions, you know, all the things that like can be challenging in life. And you find a community and you find like the ability to just be yourself and not worry about what anybody else thinks. It's really, really beautiful. So this is a gift. Share that gift, share your story, talk about the things that are hard, and they will continue to get easier. Social media real quick. Try to avoid any like stock photos that Beachbody gives us. Don't post any like pictures of Autumn Calabrese's 21-day fix. Like, I just find that those don't work. They're really cheesy and they don't like get the, anybody can post that. Any, you know, Beachbody corporate can post all that stuff. That's not our job. I don't post about Shakeology in a like, here's my Shakeology shaker, I love Shakeology kind of stuff. I post, you know, I make my shake and I put it in a funky glass, or I make a smoothie bowl out of it and I put, you know, beautiful ingredients on top. Or I talk about my energy levels. And I don't typically talk about Beachbody products per se. I talk more about how this shake that I drink every day helps me from eating a whole row of Oreos. I talk about how these workouts that I do have gotten me the best results of my life. So you don't necessarily have to be a walking billboard for Beachbody. We all know that the products work. They can speak for themselves and the results can stand alone. It's you being you and sharing yourself and sharing, you know, your story is where your audience will grow connected to you and will grow interested. And then that interest will turn into action. And that's where you'll see your business grow. So grab a notebook, grab your activity tracker or your list that we've posted before. And then we are going to this tracker that I was talking about that I've posted before. This thingy here with the names here. You can use this certainly, but I'm a visual person. And like I said, like my goal is to fill this up and then fill this up tomorrow with people from Instagram and Facebook. So if you're using Instagram, you're going in and you're talking to people who are viewing your stories. You're sending messages. You're saying thank you. You're saying thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. It means a lot. Are you a coach too? How long have you been a coach? Are you working, you know, what questions like that, not a yes or no answer type question that get people talking. And then you can share with them, listen, I have this group kicking off on May 1st. I would love for you to join me. We're doing workouts. We're working on nutrition. I do meal plans. It's accountability. Why not you kind of thing. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. I'll post the social media planner. I will post the recording for this. Questions, comments, anything? And I know that there are quite a few people who wanted to get on that didn't get a chance to. So those watching the recording, if you have any questions, make sure that you post them in the group message thread. So this last week was a work through the units in the Beachbody Champions page training type thing. We're going to roll into more of a like forward momentum Emerald Coach by Thursday goal this week. And I'm not going to set anybody's goals for them, but I'm going to tell you, if you are working toward building a business, that is something that you should put on your goal list to do. And Emerald can be done in 24 hours. Like if you talk to your mom and you're going to sign up your spouse, like boom, there's your 2 people and you've done it. You've hit Emerald. Or, you know, you've talked to your friends, or you've done a couple posts on social media, you've shared your transformation. And I have the conversation that I have with people about signing them up as a coach, because a lot of people will ask like, well, she didn't ask if she wanted to be a coach, so how am I supposed to know to sign her up as a coach? I just tell people like, listen, Sally, like you're going to love Shakeology. You're going to be you're doing workouts that are going to last, you know, you're doing a 3-month program or whatever. So you're going to want to order this again, and you're going to want to get the 25% discount. So let's just get you signed up as a coach. So you get that 25% discount next month. You're not required to coach. There's no obligation to coach. However, if you want to earn $100, I can help you do that. However, if your mom wants to sign up, we can do that and you can make an extra $50 or whatever. So having that conversation with people, letting them know that signing up as a coach does not mean they have to do all the things that I do. It just means that they get the discount, and there's no penalty to cancel. You know, they're not signing a contract that says they have to sell their life away and give up their firstborn child and stuff like that. They're just getting the discount and they can cancel at any time. So that's kind of how I bridge that conversation and make that a little easier. That's how I also got to Diamond in my first year-ish of business, was that I just did that. I just enrolled people as coaches. I hooked them up with the discount, and I had a lot of discount coaches, and then I had just a couple people that got to Emerald. So, you know, you're signing people up. If it's your friend, tell her, listen, girl, do you want to make $100 this month? Like, let's get 2 of your friends signed up. And then we just help them do the things. And then we continue to build and we continue to grow. So let's have an awesome week, you guys. I will post my, like I said, I will post this in there. However, once I get this written out tonight, I'll post in there what I'm planning on talking about. Do I always follow this to an exact T? Like if I write down that on Wednesday I'm going to share a recipe and blah, 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 and I don't do it, like I don't beat myself up over it, but I use this as a do this because it keeps you consistent kind of thing. And I usually typically put this on, like what I do on here is to kind of keep me accountable for when I'm talking about a challenge group, when I'm talking about a coaching post. And I use that to invite from. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday are great call to action days for challenge groups. I've found that Monday, Wednesday, Friday are good call to action for coaching posts. So then I typically invite the next day from that post from the night before or the day before, unless I have time. If I did a call to action post in the morning and I have time later in the day, then I invite from that post. And then same thing with my stories. I typically do a series of Insta stories, and then I follow up the following day and I send messages from that the following day. All right. If anybody wants to start a group together on May 1st, you're more than welcome to join in with my group, or, you know, with your upline, or you can start your own. By all means, don't feel like you have to, but there are tons and tons of challenge tracker templates in the back office. So like for Ultimate Portion Fix, we're using like the My Challenge Tracker challenge group guide for the My Challenge group, or for the Ultimate Portion Fix group, and then adding in some extra things too. I did that for 80 Day Obsession. I did that for Shift Shop. I did that for Lift 4. All of that content is built in there. And what I also add in, and those of you that are in my challenge group, you see it. We share recipes, we share meal plans, we share, articles from the Beachbody blog that talk about how to ease muscle soreness and how to, be better about snacking and things like that. You're just giving valuable content to your people, stuff that's helped you and helped your life and simplify your fitness and nutrition. Those are just the kind of things that you share in a challenge group. And real life stuff. You're sharing your life. So I'll let you guys go. Thanks so much for taking the time to get on tonight. Hi, Brooklyn. Good night. She's going to bed, huh? I know, I got to go get my kids to bed. My youngest has woke up with a nasty cough. She got 8 hours of sleep last night, and she's been so tired all day. And I'm just we got to go to bed. So, all right, guys, any questions you have, drop them in the group messenger thread. I will be posting in there some of the next level stuff this week. If you haven't made it through the units tab in the Beachbody Champions page, go back through there and watch those videos and complete those little assignments and make sure that you check them off. Are you taking a picture? Are we taking a picture? All of a sudden she's like, we might as well. Sarah, can you, do you want to put your video off? I don't even know what language I'm speaking right now. Do you want to put your video off? If you do, awesome. If not, no worries. I'll just put a little emoji.
I've been like yelling at the screen and you can't even hear me. No. I'm like, you want to turn it off? No, you can't hear me.
You're muted. All right, I'll take a quick little pic. Ready? Light.
Nope.
Light makes me look like an Oompa Loompa. Okay. Cute. All right. So yeah, that's all I got. We're good? All right. You guys have a good night. Thanks for getting on.
Bye.